I'll just keep going at it till we got her full.
All right.
All right. You guys got this one pretty well prepped for me. I don't know if you usually get that kind of service. I got to be honest with you, I've shoveled manure, but I've never shoveled this stuff. Yeah, we got to get that cleaned up. Come on, we'll throw it right in there. Jeez. Now, what do you do about that little divot right there? How's that doing? Pretty good? Well, will you hire me?
I will.
All right. I don't know. You're pretty good at that. Just want to make a few comments. It should be evident to all that were here that this is the worst pothole season in recent memory. It's been a really tough winter. I'm incredibly proud of the Department of Transportation and to all of our women and men who've been working so hard to make sure that we're getting through this tough winter. Let's not forget our municipal governments, small towns across the state that are doing the same. Just to put this in perspective, we're trying as hard as we can to fill the potholes as they arise. As most Vermonters will tell you, they can't remember a winter like this one. And every time we turn around, we have more ideal conditions to grow more potholes and frost heaves. Just to let you know where we're at, we have now spent more than we did last year on patching. If you take a day like today, you get up, a little bit of snow, go out on the roads, it's icy. We got to put the plows on the snow and ice, then we got to salt, then we got to go back, sweep the water out of the holes, and patch. So it has been an unbelievable challenge. As governor, I want to put an end to fishing out of potholes. We don't want you doing that. It's opening day Saturday, and we're trying to patch them so we don't have fish in the potholes. But we got a huge challenge on our hands, and I just want to thank the folks who are working so hard to keep our roads as pothole free as we can with the worst crop of potholes in many, many years. So Sue, if you want to fill some of the details, Sue Minner.
Sure. I just want to begin by thanking you, Governor, for recognizing the hard work of our team here at VTrans. It has been a heck of a winter, and it's a bumper crop of potholes this spring. Sure as the sap flows in the trees, we got potholes in the spring. So we know that this is temporary, and the patching will turn into a very robust paving program. Actually, our official construction season begins next week. I want to report that we are all on board together. Unlike in Washington, where there's a lot of dispute between the executive and legislative branch, the governor presented a robust program for construction and paving and fixing our roads and bridges, and the House on Friday passed it with very little disagreement, and that budget is before the Senate today. We expect support and look forward to that. It is a $544 million investment in transportation, and we know that transportation investment means jobs, which is a top priority of this administration. We know that this helps boost our economy. And I just want to say that as our construction season begins next week, to please, to the Vermonters driving out there, please stay focused on the road. We have over 100 work zones going to be at work across the state. And last year, we had 2 fatalities at work zones. We want to make that 0 this year. We had 53 work zone crashes. We want to reduce that number. So we're asking you to pay attention, because our guys are out there making the roads safe for you, and it is your job to keep your eyes on the road. So thank you for supporting us, Governor, and we look forward to the support of the legislature for our program.
Well, thank you, and you're doing great work. I just want to close by saying this. I'm incredibly grateful to the House of Representatives for having passed our transportation budget last week. It's the first time in my memory that they have basically adopted the budget of the administration, and I'm very grateful to those choices. To put it in perspective, once we get through the worst pothole season in memory, we're going to be spending $20 million more on repaving in the state than we were pre-stimulus money. It's a 36% increase over pre-stimulus. It means 100 miles of repaved interstate highways. It means 135 miles of repaved state roads. We can't grow jobs. We can't grow economic opportunities for Vermonters if we don't maintain our infrastructure, and this administration is committed to getting that done. Be happy to answer questions you might have.
Governor, last time you were out with state workers, you had talked about revisiting the state's road policy in storms. Where are you at with that?
We expect when we go into the next plowing season to have looked at the question of whether we're applying enough salt during storms. As you know, we went to a reduced salt policy a couple of years ago. We're going to be having a decision on that in plenty of time to prepare for next winter.
So where is that review started?
The review has started. The Secretary's undertaking it, and he'll be getting us the details in plenty of time to buy salt for the next winter, which we hope won't be as tough as this winter.
Does that say a bare road policy is not realistic?
You know, I think that the question is, where's the balance? And we all know that salt's really bad for the environment. It eats holes in our cars. It costs Vermonters millions of dollars replacing those cars or bondoing up the old ones. So we're trying to strike the balance. It's terrible for the streams, terrible for fish. So like any administration, we're looking at it. My own judgment is we've gone a little thin on the salt, and we ought to be sure that we're keeping our roads as safe as we possibly can.
But probably not moving toward a bare roads policy, just using more salt.
We can call it what we want. I think, you know, the label matters less than when we ask the question, are we asking our crews to work with adequate resources to get the job done? They're working really hard for us, and I want to make sure that they can make the judgments about how much salt should be applied.
I just want to say, because we are looking at, we're always looking to make government smarter. So we're investing not only in analyzing the salt, but new technologies such as brine. And we took an interest in the tow plow. So it's looking beyond just what we do now to how to make things better with new technologies.